Hey, what's up, guys? Sorry for the echo today, but I'm here in my office and I haven't yet put down any carpet or anything like that. If you guys don't already know who I am, I'm Creed Childs. I'm a online entrepreneur. We run a rental business, so we do furnished housing. It could be furnished for medical, military, people coming into the area, working in the area, and we're focused on Central Texas. But today I'm going to be talking with you about an interesting message that came across my desk, and I felt like this deserved to have a video done about it because many of you who are watching my channel are looking to start a business, or maybe you're already doing a business, and it doesn't matter where you're doing this is applicable to everybody. So today I got a message while I was doing some work, some focused work from one of my clients who was concerned about a spammer or a hacker who said, I can, quote, I'm telling you to take the reviews, otherwise the reviews of your company, I will end the reviews of your company by hitting 1 star. I am a hacker and I will end the review in a moment. Give your WhatsApp number quickly. So I'm gonna first start out by saying, let's jump over to the computer and I wanna dissect this, because when someone has that bad of English, it tells me that they are either, the name Gleichner sounds German, but this person's either from the name is Israel Gleichner, which almost sounds like Israeli, but Gleichner is like German, so it doesn't really make much sense. So anyways, it doesn't really matter where they're from. How do you deal with this, right? How do you make sure that they don't trash your reviews, which will then impact your SEO, right? Well, first and foremost, you have to know what they're capable of and what they're not capable of, right? Whenever anybody threatens a bad review, most companies, that's their policy, that retaliation or blackmail is not allowed. So if you take from the standpoint of, you've got documented evidence, they've already made a threat, right? Now, what do you do? Well, we're gonna break it down in this video. What are the steps that you can do in order to help prevent and protect your online reputation? Okay, so what I realized because I was watching the video that I just shot, that maybe I should back up a little bit. So I do online search optimization for one of my clients. This is a business I started before the rental business, but then I kind of put this on hold and I was just doing work for this one client because I didn't want to really focus on building an agency and be essentially beholden to my clients, which is ironically what I found myself doing with the rental business. Is now doing a rental agency and doing short-term and doing long-term leases. So we sign a lease and then we furnish it and make it available shorter. But this client, I've been doing some work for it in the background. I'm not going out and doing videos and stuff for them. I'm doing a lot more than the technical maintenance. And the last 6 or 7 months, we've been getting messages from people that say something to the effect of, I'm a professional reviewer, I can give you 5-star reviews. Send me your WhatsApp number and pay me and I will leave you good reviews. So first and foremost, if somebody ever messages you that, just know that that's against Google's terms of service and they will shut your account down if you pay for good reviews. That being said, they can also shut your account down if you were leaving bad reviews for somebody else. So what we're going to talk about in this video is we're going to talk about the steps in order to protect yourself from people that are making threats and trying to blackmail you to giving them money, and what you can do in order to get genuine, good, real customer reviews, and how you can go about doing that in a systematic way. It could be something as simple as having a business card printed out and then just handing it to every customer and saying, hey, how do we do? Awesome. Could you just do us a favor? It'd be super helpful. Just scan that card and then just leave us a review. Just take 2 minutes. It would be really, really helpful. I have a friend that he's still with us. He has a moving company, and I told him to do this and go one step further and actually call the customer and confirm that they had a good experience. And once they did, then say, cool, can you just take that and put it up on Google for us? Here's the link. And then you text the customer the link, make it really, really easy for them to do. And you'll be surprised at how many more positive reviews you can get. And it gives you a chance to get feedback to help make the experience better. So we use this in our own business as well, but we'll be talking about that, how you can actually use systems to get positive reviews, or something as simple as a business card with a link to your profile. And I'll show you how to grab that link and how to put it in a QR code, which you can then print out on a business card or a flyer or something like this. You know, it doesn't have to be super complicated, but this is an expo. This is a Comic-Con that's going to be happening at the expo. So like one thing they could do is they could just put a little QR code right here, right? Something that you can scan, and it makes it easier. And then this guy is just someone I picked up his info on. He's got his URL right here, but rather than making them type it in, there's this thing called a QR code generator. It's totally free. You just grab this link, put it in the generator, and it spits out a little QR code. And then you copy it, and you paste it on your Canva design, and then boom, you got a scannable QR code, right? Super simple, cheap, easy to do. You're gonna hand these out anyways. You might as well get more customers leaving your reviews. And then you don't have to worry about this person making these threats, right? So let's go ahead and dive into the video.
All right, so this is the message basically we got, and I'm going to be keeping the client's information private, but I'm going to show you guys an example just using another business. So this Israel Gleichner person, the thing that you have to assess is like, how serious of a risk is this? And they say, hello, sir, I'm telling you to take the review. Otherwise, I will end all the reviews for your company by hitting 1 star. So first of all, let's pause. If I leave a review, a 1-star review on somebody that has, let's say, for example, Big Country Organic Brewing Company, right? They have 107 reviews. So the average is 4.7 on 107. If I get one 1-star review, my average might be like 4.6985. It's not going to affect I'm not going to go to 0, right? Now, if I take, for example, this company, they got 71 5-star reviews, right? All they have is 5-star reviews. Well, what if I take Taqueria de Primo? They have a 4.8 on 58 reviews, right? So one review is not going to tank their business. It's not going to cause them to not get search. But let's say we want to find let's pick something that's got a bad review score. Taco places usually are going to have a bunch of reviews. So let's find a place that has like a big product they sell. Edward Jones. Should have thousands. Yeah, okay, this is a great example. So Edward Jones Financial Advisors, Sean Parsons. So if you're a financial advisor and you have two reviews and you have 5 stars, if someone messages and says, hey, I'm going to press a button and shut down all your reviews, well, first of all, you only have 2 reviews anyways, and they're from 10 years ago. So who cares? If they do that, then just close the account and start a new one. You know, you can just drop a new business profile right there, and then you're back in business, right? On the flip side, where's this tattoo place? So this barbershop, right? They got 215 reviews. They would literally have to put in like 40 or 50 1-star reviews in order to actually affect their score significantly, right? And then the other thing too is when you go in and you actually look at the reviews, like you're going to read the reviews. And if there's a whole bunch of bad grammar or they don't have a profile picture or, you know, like they're back to back to back, I mean, it's just not normal. Here's the normal flow of things. 3 months ago, 2 months ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 3 months ago, worst haircut ever. Okay, this guy actually has a real, you know, profile, but this guy looks like he's from India, right? What's the likelihood that Pramod Kampali, I think I'm saying the name right. What's the likelihood that Pramod's actually living here, right? I actually know for a fact that Dell, which is a big computer company that's like right here, they hire a lot of people from India. So it's very possible he actually lives here. The only authentic Tamil restaurant in ATX came in as I had to lose exhaust part, had a loose exhaust part. It was rattling. Okay, he speaks good English too, which means he more than likely actually lives here, right? And so this is the other thing that you can do as well as a small business owner is you can actually respond to the reviews, right? So as much as it sucks to get a bad review, if you've never serviced a customer that had that name, then mention that in your review. If they are, we're sorry to hear you had such a bad experience. Just so you know, literally the day that you came in for a haircut, we fired the barber that you had a poor experience with. Okay, so they're addressing the concern. I hope you're willing to give us another chance, knowing that the specific barber no longer works at Round Rock Barbershops, and hopefully we can earn an opportunity to give you a 5-star experience that you and all of our customers deserve. Please let us know how we can make this right and earn your business once again. We hope to hear from you soon. Thanks. I just tell you that right off the bat, I appreciate what this person is doing because this business owner addressed the concern. He addressed the concern that the customer had. And even then, this customer, Pramod may never come back. And that's okay. That's part of business. But when you get a bad review, you need to address the concern, right? And we just got one on one of our short-term rentals. It's not fun dealing with those, but it's necessary, right? So that's one aspect of it, is dealing with the negative review. The other aspect of it is, this person says, I am the top hacker, and then they spelled the "and" wrong. I will end your review in a moment. Now, again, I'm not a professor of English literature, but I can tell you that that's not English. That's not a native English speaker. Give your WhatsApp number quickly. If they were making a demand in English, it would be give your WhatsApp number immediately, not quickly. Quickly is like, hurry, quickly, get it done, right? Like that's what you tell a peasant. It's not, I'm making a threat, holding a gun to your face kind of thing. It's, give us your WhatsApp number immediately. Otherwise, I press a button and boom goes your business, right? Reality is, again, if you're running a business and you have multiple channels of marketing, you're not going to have to worry about them shutting your Google business down because, again, he doesn't have the control to be able to do that. If I own the business profile and I've gone in there and claimed my business profile, I have the control. And if they do, in fact, leave bad reviews, you can always dispute it. So what I've done is I've actually come in here to Google Business Profile Help, and I'm contacting them because I want to report this spammer. I don't want this person to go on to do other things to other small business owners, and I'm going to go ahead and just cover up some information from my customer or my client so that you guys don't see it. This form, right, how do you get to it? Well, you go to support.google.com/business, get help, and we'll go ahead and do that. We'll just type this in. Now you can get probably straight to that form if you go to, you got to sign into Google My Business first, and then you'll go to this form. And then from there, it'll ask you, what can we help you with, right? support.google.com/business/get help. And then what can we help you with? You'll go ahead and select the business that you want. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to populate the info. I've got this one already open here. Tell us what we can help you with. Well, I'm going to say something like, I am reaching out to report what I believe to be spam and blackmail. And hit next. Other. And so if you go back, whoops, I did not mean to go back. What can we help you with? Okay. Spam plus blackmail. Hit next. And then you can click on remove reviews. Now, again, they're going to need to see some proof that these are actually, fraudulent reviews. But again, if they're tracking this user information, recently we've probably got like maybe 15 or 20 messages saying, hey, I can, pay me for good reviews and I'll leave you good reviews on your profile. Now they're switching their tactics because they're like, hey, we're not getting enough response on this. Let's go ahead and start making threats. So this is what we're going to do in return. We're going to go ahead and report their profile and see if we can get them banned. So if you can't remove the review, then just report that, spam and blackmail. And then you can give them a call, right? Protect against fraudulent calls, report suspicious calls. No, that's not it. Spam or attack on your profile. They even have a form right here, right? Now, Google has been known to be pretty bad, but here's an example. We had a customer who didn't want to pay for our services. He blackmailed us that he will give us a bad review. If it is his right if he is not satisfied, but he did not do it only from his account. He started creating many Google accounts and started giving us 1-star reviews. We have flagged the comments as spam, but Google rejected it already twice. Why is Google supporting people who are acting illegally? This guy left a review, right? And look at this. So they're just dumping a whole bunch of negative reviews. As you can see, all the reviews from our accounts with only one review and the same body, maybe one word change. Google says it's okay. This is not spam. I can reply to his reviews. This is Google's behavior is encouraging terrorists. Yeah, that sounds right. I've escalated your case, right? So Mike Blumenthal, platinum product expert, it'll be reviewed and I'll share an update as soon as I hear back from you with a decision. Thanks for your patience. P.S. If you found any of these answers to be helpful, cool. So these guys are all spammers, right? Usually what happens is this happens for a little bit and then Google comes out with a product update, or they figured out some way to block the spam, right? Through recaptures or whatever. You can get a review request removal, log into Google as an owner, go to this page, and then confirm that the email address showing is correct. Either select the correct business from the list, click through, report, and then correct reason, email you indicating that they've received your request. It may take up to 3 days. If the review is still there after 5 days, you can check your status here. The review has been removed. Select the appeal option at the above URL. If you provide us here in the form with the case number and the links to your reviews, after all, we can try one more time. Thanks for your answer. I followed your advice, and to answer all the fake repetitive reviews, just a rhetorical question. These are case number and links. Maybe the issue here. Okay, thanks. I've escalated your case. Next steps. It'll be reviewed and shared an update. Thanks for your patience. So again, Google is just like, they put stuff out there and then they get overwhelmed with like how much work there is. And so they try and automate a bunch of stuff. Google has noted that your case has been resolved without removing the reviews. I have escalated for one additional look-see. Google is not going to do anything. Sorry about that. Well, that sucks. But here's what you can do, right? You can just go to Google. You can create a new account, right? Start over, which kind of sucks, but especially if you have hundreds and hundreds of reviews. But you can then get customers back to that new profile and then just flag the first one as a duplicate and then merge them together, right? So that's another way to deal with it, is that if these spammers are not responding correctly, then what you can do is you could just go to this form, fill it out. If they're still not going to do anything about it, then build other channels of marketing, right? Direct mail, cold calling, radio ads, getting on YouTube, right? People can leave comment spam and stuff, but at some point, if you make yourself a hard enough target where you don't pay them and then they leave you a bunch of reviews, like they're going to just like go spend all their time leaving negative reviews. Really? How does that make them any money? They only make money when they extort you. So if you don't succumb to the extortion, then yeah, they can go waste their time, or they can just move on to the next person that they're trying to extort, right? So here you can email them. And what I would do is I would just, if they're not responding, submit another form and submit it again and submit it again and submit it again and submit it again. And if you submit it 30 or 40 times, guess what? There's a higher likelihood that Google's going to actually see it, right? If you do it once and you just kind of give up, then it's not going to be as likely that they're going to see it. So submit this form and send it over and over and over again until Google finally actually sees it. And Google has been known to have all sorts of issues in their armor, right? Spam one-star reviews from direct competitor. Remove reviews from your Google business profile. How to read and reply to reviews. Business profile messaging guidelines up to your browser. So let's go ahead and see what this one says. Fake one-star reviews from our direct competitor who 2 stores adjacent from my location since the past year. I've been reporting and flagging these. Google refuses to remove these reviews. I mean, if they're leaving you a bunch of one-star reviews and you know for a fact, like you've called them up on the phone and said, hey, why are you guys leaving me bad reviews? And they're like, because we don't want to see you in business, then I'd say, well, 2 can play at that game, right? Go hire somebody on Fiverr and then just leave them dump a bunch of bad reviews on their profile, because you know that Google's not going to do anything, right? I'm an owner of a business and I operate the business myself with my mom every single day, 6 days a week. I also interact with customers who have been to my store. None of these people have posted a fake review on my page and have actually been to my store. I was so frustrated with these reviews in dealing with Google small business support that I had a nervous breakdown and had to go on vacation for a month. I place a high emphasis on customer obsession and customer experience. I'm always compromised to provide the customer with the best experience and products. Since these reviews have been posted by my competitor, I've seen their store extremely busy with people walking across my store and directly entering into their store. My business has been remaining empty for multiple weeks, and sometimes I only have one customer walk in a day since a single day. I operate a local retail store, so your first problem is that you have a retail store, right? Retail is terrible. It's hard to make work. I don't care if it's your love or your passion or whatever, just get into a business that has higher margins. That's just all I'm saying. I operate a local store. Majority of the customers I get are walk-ins, and having these reviews with these absurd language and fake experiences has almost run my business to the ground. if that is going to control your business, then honestly, you should probably get into a different business, because people aren't stupid. Like, they can tell the difference between spam like this, right? We don't even speak this language in this country, and a real authentic review like this. Like, this is a real review from a person with a real profile, not obvious scam. Like, look at this. Right? Look at that. Now, how it matters is if you get enough of these bad reviews, Google can actually ban your profile, but then you just create another business profile anyways, or you just move on to a new profile, and it sucks. But, if you're getting hundreds and hundreds of one-star reviews, I would honestly use that in your marketing. Like, hey, we're the only people in town with 100 one-star reviews, right? How are we still in business? Well, it's because some spammer from India or some spammer from Europe or whatever decided to go on my profile and leave me a whole bunch of bad reviews. Now, that being said, even in spite of this, here are litany of testimonials. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 400 testimonials on my website. So what does this tell you? Google my business cannot be trusted, and go to my website instead, right? And you put that in your marketing, and you say, in spite of having 100 plus one-star reviews, we are still in business. We are still one of the best local companies, right? And that's how you use it to your advantage. Posted my competitor. I've seen their stores extremely busy. How can anyone run a business? It makes no sense. Why would these reviews be so cutthroat and extremely damaging? When I replied to these reviews, I provided my contact info and asked each of these can contact me, and not a single person has contacted me in several months. You're just taking it too personally. I wish I could delete my page, but Google won't even let me do that either. I really don't know what I can do. It's driving me crazy. I've had this business for 20 years, and just this recent year, the competitor has been creating fake accounts, posting 5-star reviews on their page, and posting 1-star reviews on my page due to us getting a location close to their store. Well, what you can do is you can hire somebody, a black hat hacker, to go and screw up their stuff, right? That's one option. You can dump a ton of negative reviews on their store. High-class jewelers. That's funny. Fake review accounts are Avneet, Penisar. These aren't fake review accounts. These are people in India reviewing your profile. This activity goes directly against Google's first prohibited content, spam and fake content. Your content should reflect a genuine experience. Don't post fake content. Don't post the same content multiple times, and don't post content from the same place. I have reported all these reviews, but unfortunately, Google does not respond or rejects the review reporting because it's automated. Almost all of it is automated. I would just like their negative review spam attack to be removed, as they are fake, and would appreciate any help. Another thing you can do is you can go on your business profile and you can record a video saying, hey, this is the owner of so-and-so business. I want to first start out by saying, if you're here on our profile and you're checking us out, you've probably seen that we have 100 plus one-star reviews that don't really seem to make any sense in English, and they're posted by people that are probably scammers. So if that's your primary concern, then here's some testimonials on our website. Feel free to check those out, and then we look forward to seeing you in store, right? And then just ignore it. Literally ignore it. Just move on behind it. Eventually, Google will fix this issue, but they tend to be pretty slow. They're a lot like like the Titanic when it comes to making changes, and they are not. They're not a small company anymore, right? So, first things first is don't pay people. Don't pay them to leave you good reviews. Don't pay them to not leave you bad reviews. If they're going to leave a bunch of bad reviews, then you can create a new profile. You can flag the account. You can go and contact Google using this form, the support.google.com business/get help. You can contact a Google representative like Micah Blumenthal, right? Who seems to be a Google advocate or an advocate for small businesses. Yeah, he's getting hit up by a bunch of people that are asking questions about Google My Business, right? So and it's hard because when one person is dealing with all this crap, it's really hard to deal with that on such a large scale like Google. But that's what I would recommend. I would recommend going through those stages. And if Google is causing you that much issues, there are other sites where you can get your exposure on. Like Facebook is one option. I mean, Facebook is not off limits, right? You do a new incognito window, right? You can get Facebook reviews. You can post on Marketplace. There are, let's see, what are some review sites? "25 review sites to get more reviews for your business. What's the best site to get reviews in?" Facebook reviews, Google reviews, Yelp reviews, G2 reviews, Capterra, TripAdvisor. So you can go on more different sites, right? If you've got hundreds and hundreds of reviews and you do a lot of transaction volume, then you're going to need to have a lot more reviews. But you can also do this too, where you can send them over to Facebook or to Yelp or G2 or Capterra. But the problem with Yelp, and now it seems to be like Google as well, is that Yelp will actually extort you. Like the company will actually extort you for reviews. They'll show your bad reviews and then not show your good reviews unless you pay them, and that is considered extortion. So if you're struggling to grow your business, then you could start looking at paying for advertising, or go to like a QR code generator, right? And take this Google Maps listing. Now, if I take my business, which is this one. Let's take this restaurant, for example, right? Or any business, if it will load. All right, so there we go. So I'm just going to use a Salt Lake as an example. So we got 4,570 reviews. I doubt they really care if somebody's going to come in and leave them, 100 bad one-star reviews. They probably have more clout. But basically, you come here and you click on your reviews, right? And then up here, we've got this profile link. So we're going to copy this. And you can actually come over to a QR code generator, like something like this, and create a free QR code, and then print this out on a business card or a flyer. Something like this. And wow. Reject managed cookies. Blam. Reject all of your cookies. Okay, so you paste it right here. Okay, and it's going to generate a link embedded in a QR code, right? And then you probably want to do something like, scan me, something like that. And then you can literally just like grab this and do a print screen, or you can download it. It doesn't really matter. From here, once I have this print screen, I can go take this and I can put it on a business card, right? So I can go to canva.com. All right, so once you submit the form, this is what it looks like. I had to just go ahead and submit it because I passed out, took a nap, and took a phone call, and I got all these other things piling up on my plate. So running the screen recorder is actually slowing down my computer. But anyways, this is step number 1, is submit the fraud. Just let Google know. Don't give up on just one attempt. Keep sending them information. The more reports that they get, the more they notice this being a big issue. So if 1,000 of us send a report, and then the next week we send sorry, I ate something. If the next week we send a report, and we keep doing it, well, what happened is these big companies, they've just got somebody that they assign to it, and then it'll eventually get out that they needed to go ahead and fix this, right? But this is just how Google works. Is same thing with the Airbnbs and the VRBOs, the Verbos, and all the other big companies, the Facebooks, the Yelps. They don't really care until it becomes an exacerbating issue. And once it's huge and everybody's being affected by it, then they go ahead and they're like, oh, we should probably fix that. So, yep, it's going to be a small problem for a little bit, and then they'll push out an update and then slap everybody that's been buying fake reviews and slap the scammers as well. All right, guys, so that's the end of the video, and I know that the quality of the video kind of got crappy, but it's because I'm waiting on my phone to finish processing another video that I'm doing for our other business. Again, this is not my primary focus. I'm primarily focused on our furnished housing company. However, that being said, if you do need a tutorial on Canva, I can link a Canva tutorial down below. It's really simple. You set up a free account. Once you have a free account, you can create these kind of flyers and stuff. Pretty sure this is probably done on Canva, but you can create these kind of flyers, and then what you can do is you can put like a QR code right here. And once you have that QR code, the one that I showed you, then you'll be able to hand these out at conferences, events, pass them around town, and people can scan it and go straight to your website. So it's super duper valuable. A lot of folks that started business 20, 30 years ago are not really super tech savvy. You can give this to like a high school kid and they'll understand it like that. So again, if they were born with one of these in their hands, then they're going to know how to do that. And you could just say, hey, go watch a YouTube video. They'll do it, right? So anyways.
All right, cool. So if you guys like this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you want to get updates whenever we come out with future videos on entrepreneurship, business, finance, investing, real estate, you name it, whatever you guys want to hear or see. I will dance on the screen for you, and I'll see you guys next time.